Hi guys! In this video I will show you how to create a symmetrical image of your drawing using Inkscape. This could be useful if symmetry is not a skill you have already mastered or simply want to achieve a greater precision in your artwork. In short, in this tutorial we will import a JPEG file, transform the pixel image into a vector 1, then we will choose one half of the drawing, the right or the left, the one we like best, and use it as a reference half to create the symmetrical image. Finally, we will merge the two units. Here in this video, as an example, I will use one of my sketches that I made for a series of children's greeting cards and available in my Etsy shop. At the end of the video, I will also show you the finished drawing. So, let's get started. After importing the image into Inkscape, which you do like any other software, the first step is to transform the pixel image into a vector image. This is done by going to Path and selecting Trace Bitmap. A panel will then appear on the right side, and as you can see, there are some parameters that can be changed. I usually leave them like this except for threshold, which I set slightly higher. When you're happy with the preview, click Apply and the vector image of the sketch will appear on the screen. Now you can also remove the original sketch because you no longer need it. Now from the tool panel, select the Edit Path by Nodes option and remove all the nodes you don't need. In this case, I'm removing the scattered nodes but also one of the sketches, since for this tutorial we only need one. As you can see in this image there are many nodes, and each of them is an opportunity to modify the design. However, personally, I like to reduce the total number of nodes. And you can do that too by going to Path and then scroll it down to Simplify. This action, if you notice, removes some nodes but also slightly changes the outline of the image. So if you don't like it, you can skip it. In this phase, you can work on individual nodes in order to modify features of the drawing that you might not like. You can stay in this phase, of course, for as long as you wish. It simply depends on how close or not your sketch is to your ideal image. In our case, however, since we will create a mirror image of half of the sketch, we don't have to modify the entire image, but be satisfied with only half of it. So let's say we are happy with the left side and we want to create a mirror image of that. How do we do it? Very simply, from the tool panel, select the option to create a rectangle. You can fill it with any color, it doesn't matter, and I've also removed the border here since we don't need it. Then I'm going to position it more or less where I want the mirror half to start. Now, you could be more precise and align the edge of the rectangle exactly with the center of the image, but for reason of time, here I'll give you a brief pastel effective indication. So, I go to Path now. Sorry, you can see the menu, I'm not sure what happened. And go to Difference. As you can see, half of the image has been removed. Remove now the scatter nodes, if there are any, then go to Path again, and this time select Path Effect. A panel will appear on the right side. Select the plus sign at the bottom, and then search for Mirror Symmetry. Click on it and ta-da! Now you have your sketch and it's perfectly symmetrical. The line in the center that you can see allows you to play with the two halves by pushing them away, placing them on an angle or similar. However, as in my case, you might simply want to delete it. And we do this by selecting the entire image. We go to Path again, and this time select Union. As you can see, the two halves have now been merged into a single symmetrical image. So, goal achieved. And on the final images of my illustration, I want to thank you for watching the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the video, found it useful, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!